What's good, world? It's your boy Twiz, and welcome to another tutorial edition of 5 Minutes of Twizdom. And on today's tutorial, I'm gonna be dropping some gems on how you get that artist producer name trademark. It's something I just accomplished myself, and I felt like, well, why not share the wealth? Because a lot of people don't know about that in the music industry or know how to do that. All right, but before I get started, I want to drop this little disclaimer that I'm not a legal professional, okay? I'm just simply giving you some general knowledge on how to fill out your trademark information to make sure you get your thing registered. As always, it is always advised to find somebody who legally knows what they're supposed to do, or to be able to break down extra rules that we may not understand. But what I'm about to drop on you right now, you'll be able to successfully register your name and get it copywritten. So make sure you stay tuned for this tutorial.
All right, so before we get started, I just want to throw this really quickly out here. While you can register your trademark with other agencies and stuff like that, I'm just gonna let you know it's like taking the car to the shop. You're really paying mostly for the labor for something that you could probably do yourself if you take the time to learn how to do it. They throw in extra fees, man, way more than what you would pay if you try to do it yourself. The only downfall of that is usually when you go to somebody who legally knows how to do this stuff, that's their job. They know all the ins and outs and some of the things that you may need to do. So when you do it yourself, you kind of risk potentially missing out on some things. But this is just general information. It'll allow you at least to get the ball rolling, and to do this process to register per class, because there's different classes, and I'll explain that a little bit more. But per class is $225 on one plan, and then you got $275 on another plan. But we'll get to that when we do it. So the website you want to get to is uspto.gov, and that's the United States Patent and Trademark Office. That is official. Just be careful with these other websites that's out there that may be taking your money and you putting your information out there. This is .gov, so you know it's the government, and they take things seriously when you go in there. So the first thing you want to do before you even get cranking is you want to make sure that your name and your stuff is available. So the first thing you want to do is you want to highlight over here on the trademarks, and then you want to search trademarks. All right. So once you do that, you want to use the trademark electronic search system, or TSS. You click on that. And the option I usually use is number 3, word and or design mark search. So what this does, this allows you to not only see if your name is available, but say, for instance, if they may have a design or something like that on there that you may not know that you can't use, this picks it all up. So you just click on that. And so, all right, so I was doing an example earlier. So what you do is you just right here, you just type in the name. So let's do Beyonce, because she's pretty big. Bayhive was good. So you hit submit query. All right. So if you look, it'll tell you the issue, the serial number that they registered on, and it'll say word mark or whatever the description or the name that is being trademarked. And this live or dead, if you see something that says dead, that means that is something that is no longer available. No longer registered. And sometimes they may happen just because the person doesn't, renew the trademark for that name. And the reason why that may happen is when you don't have somebody legally doing this for you, you're in charge of renewing this thing by yourself. And it's good for 10 years, but halfway through that, you have to basically let them know that, hey, we're still using this, and it's still in motion. So sometimes a lot of people forget because they register it, and remember, it's on you. So, I would make every attempt to remind yourself when you register that you can do that, because it easily fall through the cracks, or sometimes they just abandon them. They just don't want to use it no more. It's not in business anymore. They don't want to use it. So if you look at Beyonce's, she has a lot of things that is trademarked. So you got Beyonce Rise. Well, let's see what that is. So it tells you the different codes. You remember I told you music is different codes. Each one of these are your classes. I'll highlight it right here for you. All of those is your different classes, and they all represent different stuff. You'll be able to see that when we get ready to go in, and it goes really in detail. So it tells you that this is part of her perfume, probably her perfume that she had. They first used this in 2014 for use of commerce. Let's go back and let's look. Let's look at Bayhive. Bayhive is her trademark. She trademarked Bayhive. 041, that's basically performances. So it tells you right here, entertainment services, namely a website which community of users can post messages, add photos, videos. It really goes into details, featuring information related to the singer Beyonce knows. All right. Podcast, webcast, online. So that's what she's trademarked for that. And so it just tells you all those things that she, and then when you get that big, you're trademarking everything that you need. You can trademark that. So that's just some things that you want to have. And then she got some other things that's down here too. Sasha Fierce. Well, it says dead on that one, but I'm pretty sure she updated it some point in time. So they just tell you a bunch of stuff that she has that's trademarked. So if you see that it's live and your name is not there, whatever, and you're good to go. You're going to want to go to this page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and just post that in your description so you can get there. And this is basically telling you what classification you have. So say, for instance, if you're in the music industry, you type in music. When you type in music, a lot of things are going to pop up. All right. So when you look at the codes, the class here, this tells you what class. OK, so 00, like I said, music is usually 009. So you got music headphones. That's not what you're really good at. But 041 is the production of music. And it's telling you right here, education, providing of training, entertainment, sports, and cultural activities. So you're going to register for 041 and 009. So this is 0041. So when you get to that class, you're going to check all the things that fall under 041 that you do. So for 041, you also have music production services, composition of music for others, music publishing services. So if you're a producer, you're going to be doing 041. 009 is just to make sure you take care of your streaming. So you got downloadable files. You can keep looking at everything. They got compact discs. You want to take care of that. 009. 041 is music composition. So it just tells you all those things, like everything that's in that class that you do, you're going to want to check it. And just to give you a FYI, something that I learned when I got to the end, once I registered after both classes, that each class is $225 per class. So you're registering for 009 and 041. That's $225 times 2. So that's just to let you know. So when you get done, you can just click on that, go back to trademarks, and apply online. If you come down to these different things, this is just a lot of information just for you to understand what's going on and everything. But if you're ready, you just hit number 1, and then you can, again, they'll tell you the different things. They'll tell you the TES Plus is a filing option, has more requirements up front. When you submit your initial application, as a result, you pay a lower fee. The TEAS standard filing option has fewer requirements up front. However, you must eventually meet all the application requirements and pay a higher fee of $275. So obviously I went for the shorter one, went ahead and just, cut the head off. And then it'll let you know down here the difference filing fees. So this one here, the TEAS Plus, pay $225, $275. And it says when you pay your fees. So for the Plus, pay all application filing fees with your initial application. The standard, pay one application filing fee with your initial applications, and the rest later in the process. So I just went ahead and did it the first part. So you go ahead, hit start your application, and it'll load up. It'll tell you to create an account. And you get to this screen after you created your account. Definitely take your time and read all this stuff. It's very helpful to you. But it just tells you at the beginning, the first step you do is you file in which one. You could do the 225. That's the one we're doing. And it's asking, is an attorney filing this application? Is an attorney, yes or no? You hit no. And then it says basically, just so you know, please, check out this information where you're going. So right here would be like if you have a picture or something like that you're doing for your images, that's where you upload that up there. If you don't have anything like that, it's okay. Just hit continue and you put the owner of the mark. So you'll put your name. So for me, I'll put Jane, John Doe. And I'll put senior just in case. Then it's going to say if you have a DBA or something like that, you put that there. Entity type, if you're registering under your LLC, you put there. Corporation there, blah, blah, blah. But 9 times out of 10, you're just an individual. You're just trying to do it. You select where you're doing it at. United States, America. You put in your mailing address. So 21, that guy Lane. Okay, so I don't know, they may want to put, let's see, Atlanta, Georgia. I'll put Savannah. It's my home city. Savannah. And 314. I just put 31406. Uncheck this box if nope. Put your name. Put your number. Put your name, number, and your address. You put in there, and if you got a website. So you hit continue. I keep telling you to do that, but basically it's just telling you what you need to do at the bottom. So here is where you will put in your mark. So we said DJ, it was like MMEC. And you just click preview and they'll show you what it looked like. DJ, that's what you're going to see when it comes up there. If you have any pictures or anything like that, that's where you will add. And this is, don't add that stuff because you get that once you already have registered on that. This is the additional statements form is used to enter various legal information statements of the mark, English translation. You're not doing that. All right. So once you come here, you want to add your goods and services. And it just tells you a lot of stuff. Click on add goods and service by searching the ID manual, which is why we went to that separate link to just basically check on the different classes that you may classify for. And then after that, after creating and completing the list of goods and services for this application, you will then be able to, in the next section of the form, to designate the filing status. And you basically just click on add services. All right. And again, it tells you, what you can do, but you can put music because that's what you're doing. All right. And again, since we already look, and you can even be more specific, music 009. And this tells you everything that we want to do in music. So let's see. Download music files, yes. Compact disc, music, audio tapes, future music. You just want to double check. Download the music, pre-recorded cassettes, digital music download for the internet. And you just scroll through children's educational. Yeah, we do that. You just go check whatever you need to check. And you just hit insert check entries. All right. And then you want to assign, and it'll tell you which one. Normally you do 1A because that's what you assign for. All right. Cool. And this is where they basically want proof of what you do. So if you're just doing a name, I use like cover art or something like that that has your name on it. In this case, you're not gonna have something off the chain, but I'll just, I don't have a cover art or something like that. Let me see. That might be something. I don't know. We'll just put that for right now. Okay. File upload, attach. All right. Return the application. All right. That's done. Okay. So, if you're registering a different class, you're going to have to repeat this again for the next one. And when I first did it, I had put both classes. I went back and did it. I had both of them on here, and it kept replacing. And I was getting frustrated. Like, why does it keep replacing? But you have to do each class individually. So being that you registered that class, it's still asking you information. You got your stuff up there, description of what it is. It's cover art. We first did this. What's today's date? 03. No. So what's today's date? 05. It's May. I'll just say 2020. All right. 05 20 2020. All right. Once you do that, assign file the basis. All right. And it basically just give you a warning, say, hey, make sure your stuff is straight and legit because we will come for you. And you can add, there you go. So this one, you can add extra services and do that again, and then boom. But I know I did it one by one just to, make sure that everything's straight. All right. So they tell you John Doe Sr. If you're like, legal people, you fill that stuff out. And they tell you here, you got one class, $225. That's how much is due. You sign directly. You read the following statements before signing. Acknowledge statements by checking and signing below. Make sure everything is Gucci. That's Gucci. That's Gucci. 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 Okay. And then you put your name on there and you validate, and it takes you to your purchase screen, and it asks you how you want to purchase it. And that's pretty much it. You just filed your trademark. You just trademarked your name, bro. It's really, really that simple. It's really that simple to do that. That's all it is. And the reason why I didn't want to go through there, because like I said, you don't want to keep putting false information in. And then, I got my account and stuff set up so it may automatically do that again, and I'm gonna be broke. But I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I took you through the hard part, and it's the easy part, and pretty much that's it, bro. That's all it takes to trademark your name. $225. You done checked all the boxes of everything you did, and that's it. And most agencies will charge you like $500, $600 to do that, and save some money in your pockets. So if you have any questions on how to do that, make sure you comment down below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it serves you well. I hope this general information allows you to take that next step in ownership, because now your name is no longer just a name that you're using. It's a brand. And in the words of Jay-Z, man, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. All right. So it's been another tutorial edition of 5 Minutes of Twisdom. It's your boy Twiz, and I'm out. Certified.